Welcome back to the channel and to White Pine County, and of course to City Skylines 2. My name is Caesar. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're gonna go back into Brookfield here, our main city, and we're gonna start working a little bit more on finishing our skyline. Previously, we had just done a few blocks here, and the biggest reason was, well, we didn't have really the infrastructure as well as city services to really support this area. But with our new hospital up here and our new fire station ready to open, and honestly, a very low unemployment rate of 0.2%, there is a massive demand for population. There is too many jobs and not enough people. So we're going to go ahead and try to fix that as best we can without going overboard and even increase our budget. Because recently our budget went from making about $50,000 per hour down to $20,000 an hour when businesses started complaining about not having enough employees. And at first I thought maybe taxes were too high. I lowered them to 10%, and for a second I was losing money. We were bleeding like $10,000 an hour, but lowering taxes helped that kind of recover itself over time. And it looks like we're actually making pretty good money again. We're back up to $5 million after we spent several $1,000,000 last time. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here before I just talk your ear off. Please consider hitting the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Leave a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and consider becoming a channel member by hitting the join button down below. All right, let's get started. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go like super West Coast style of development and horrible planning, and we're just gonna develop traffic onto this main road. And I know it's horrible for traffic, but we're gonna do it anyway, and I'll deal with the consequences later. And I think it's gonna work out though. We're not gonna go with super high density stuff here. We're gonna go with a bunch of these medium density apartments, and I think it'll be fine. We can even do some mixed use zoning in here. Can we make this a solid? No, there's no building that size. Yep, that's fine for that height of the building. We'll definitely switch this up to a regular medium density just to switch that up a little bit. We could honestly probably squeeze in some low rent housing in here. We'll go with high density housing. How tall is that? That's not insane considering how tall these buildings are over here. We're gonna go a little bit more dense over here as we go anyway. So I think that'll be fine. And then we'll just go down. We'll have one low rent building here. Have a couple taller buildings, and then we'll just continue on with our medium density housing. I think that'll be fine. I'm gonna switch it up to the European version just to get a little bit of just some differences in there, and I think that'll be fine. It'd be cool if I could select both and just zone both of them at the same time. But apparently not, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go with a couple of the EU buildings here. Maybe a few there. We'll switch back and forth between EU and North American just to get a little bit of a difference in style going here. I think it's going to look more unique that way instead of just having the same copy-paste buildings. We'll at least have a bit more of a variety, specifically in these buildings until they... I don't know if I'm going to zone here. No, we will. It's kind of a waste of space if we don't zone there, so I'm going to go ahead and zone there anyway. I think it'll be fine. And I think here we'll go with just some more medium density stuff, and I think that'll be fine. I want to keep it from getting too close to the intersection. I think that's about as close as I want to get to it, just to make sure traffic can keep flowing, at least for the most part there, and I think that'll be fine. Now, this is going to develop, obviously, rather quickly because there's been a super high demand. And I don't want to overzone immediately because we're going to have an insane amount of traffic coming through here pretty much as soon as we get this going. So I'm going to speed up time here to try to get as much of that traffic moved in as quickly as possible. I'm going to start zoning in this area at the exact same time. So I'm going to go to our commercial, and I'm going to go to an EU high density. We'll go with a 3x3 there. Okay, it's going to zone a little bit smaller, but I think that's okay. And then we're going to go with slightly bigger buildings here. And I think that'll be fine. We'll go with NA on this side. And I think that'll be good to go. I'm going to see how this looks. I definitely don't want the row homes. Let's get rid of those row homes. And a medium density, the apartment buildings will look a bit better in this area. I want to see what this turns out to be like before I do anything else. Because I don't want it to look too horrible at the same time, right? So I think I want to take a look at this. This is low density commercial. I think we're going to get rid of that and go with some higher density stuff here. I think even if we go with like some mixed use zoning, I think that'd be a better way to go than what I have there. I'm gonna go ahead and just go with that, and I think that'll fill in nicely, especially with the higher density that we're going on with this direction. I think it kind of works, and that's what I'm gonna do. We have a little bit of space over here. I don't want anything on this main road over here, which I guess you could argue that this is also kind of a main road, but it's less of a main road, I guess. We're gonna get rid of the... Why can't I do this? Oh, it's because I used Anarchy over there and all the nodes are broken over there. So we're going to go ahead and place that road there, just to that path here, just to move the zoning around. Makes it a little bit easier to mess with. And then we're just gonna put in some EU high density here, or EU mixed zoning. And I thought it'll be a good use for that plot, and I think it'll be good. But you can already see things starting to fill out, and I kind of like it. It's starting to build a bit more density over here on this side. We're probably gonna rezone all this low density into high density, and I think it'll just be a better way to use this land, especially as we're trying to expand. This can probably stay as a low density neighborhood right there, but I think this needs to go higher density, just to fill in a bit more of our need here for population. We're at 53,000 people now, which is really outstanding. For a while, we were kind of slacking there on population. So that actually feels really good to see. That was a bunch of medium density apartments. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze in some like EU stuff in here, and then I'll grab a little bit more of EU here and a little bit more over here. Just see how this fills in over time. We're going to call a mulligan on everything here. Just destroy it, just so it can start developing super quick. There we go. Actually filling in super nicely, and I kind of like it. We're going to go ahead and start drawing paths in, though, just so we can stay ahead of that. It's been a while since I've done some major path work behind like our residential zones and stuff like that. And I really got to get back into it because it's been a while. I want to turn off anarchy here so it doesn't like break everything. And we'll go like this and then just snap to that road there, and that'll be fine. This will at least provide an extra connection to get through different places and hopefully avoid a lot of these, get a lot of the foot traffic off of our main streets and get them onto these side paths and things like that. I think that'll be a good move. What is this? These are a bunch of row homes that aren't supposed to be here, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. I think that'll be fine. There we go. Now the struggle's gonna come in here real quick. We're gonna get a lot of traffic coming in because of all those taxis and stuff coming through here. And I think hopefully it doesn't become too much of a hassle, which we have a lot of public transportation now. So I'm hoping a lot of the troubles we've been having with traffic due to new people moving in isn't gonna be as bad, because we have a lot of buses coming through here, and it looks like we have some outside connections too. So I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a lot of people hitting those bus stations up. We're gonna get a lot of, where's the bus station at? Right here? No, I'm completely lost. Where? Hold on. My brain's going blank. There we go. I think we're gonna have a lot of people using these bus stations. The bus station here. You can already see some of the bus stops that are leaving the city are kind of full here. So this one's in like inner city bus. Yeah, so it looks like it already had people coming through. So I'm hoping just most of those people are coming in by train and or a bus, and that'll just mitigate the taxis. Because usually when we expand, by now we'd have like 300 taxis blocking off all of our streets. But because of our public transportation infrastructure, for the most part, we don't have as many taxis as we usually would. Obviously, this is still expanding. You know, we're still growing by 700 people an hour right now, which is kind of insane. But it's developing in a way where it's not going to be too intense. I don't think so anyway. I also want to move this street around because this is kind of like, like the worst angle I've ever seen on a on a street ever. So I want to get that fixed rather quickly here. I'm going to go ahead and get our complex road curve tool. What did I just say? Complex curve tool. There we go. And we're going to just curve it slightly to the left, curve it to the right, make that connection as straight as possible there. That just feels a whole lot better rather than that weird thing we had going on to the side all the way. It just felt really weird. But I think this kind of fits a little bit better. Nope, there we go. All right. And I want to go ahead and I want to get some higher density commercial zones. I'm going to go with the EU stuff because we don't really have a lot of the EU stuff split through our cities. I think just having that variety is going to just feel so much better as we go through. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove the zoning onto this street just so we can put the density over here. And we're going to go ahead and just do all the way like that, and this should fill in rather nicely. Hopefully, anyway. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that path there. That should fill in pretty nicely, hopefully. Guess we'll find out. And of course, I want to get in some parking, so I think what I'm going to do wouldn't really work. No. I kind of built this area too dense, and I should have left some space in between buildings to squeeze in some more parking lots and things like that. But I think it's okay. We have this parking lot here, but it's being just completely overburdened. I wonder if there's a way to use this parking space here. I know previously I said I wasn't going to touch it just because of how it was set up, but maybe it would make sense to have parking here just because of the sheer density of how many people we have here. See, I hate how extreme this change in height is. You know what I mean? It's kind of intense. If there was a way to really flatten this out, I would, but there's really no way to do that as far as I can see. Yeah, nothing I can do that really changes that. And I don't want that hill. I think it just looks really bad. So we're not going to use it. The helicopter is very loud. Go ahead and back up a little bit. Maybe if we do like a large parking lot. Nope, not that. Like a large parking lot. Maybe this will fill up the space enough where the terrain won't be an issue. How? That's really messed up. Okay, ignore me. It's because I'm disrespecting the terrain, and that's why it looks like that. So you can forgive me for doing all that. Looks like it's a little bit of a hill here. Can we... That just looks like an insane hill to me. That doesn't look too bad there. So then if we use the other side of this, and we squeeze in like a medium parking lot maybe, over here. I think this fits a little bit nicer. We should start seeing use almost immediately because of the lack of parking in this area. Yeah, there's not much parking in this area. I think that's going to be very beneficial. We have a lot of foot. Oh my gosh. Was not expecting this at all. And I can only have 10 vehicles on this thing. Okay. We're going to start looking at subways because that's not working out. And I think most of these people are just going to the bus station, if I'm being honest. I'm going to wait for a bus to get here, and I'm going to follow it all the way back and just see where everybody gets off. We have 81 people here, so if we follow this bus, that's a lot of people at that bus stop. There's like 1,000 people waiting at that bus stop, and that's not good. That's probably where all of our money went, honestly. The economy wasn't moving because everybody's just stuck at bus stops. Yeah, nobody could even get on these buses because of how full they are. Now, obviously, a tram track would be nice, but I don't think there's a way to get a tram track through the freeway. So I don't think that would work because I don't really want to see a tram track on a freeway. Which we could take it through this road here, but then it goes through the busy intersection here. So I think a subway would just kind of make more sense for the area. Where's this bus at? There we go. And I think everybody's going to get off right here. So we're going to see that here in a second. It's going to pull in. It's going to park. And is everybody going to get out? Everybody got out, and then it got completely full again. Wow. Even if we have a subway stop going from our bus station here back to the city, I think that would just get rid of all of this. This is insane. I was not expecting to see this at all. This is actually completely insane. And I was not expecting this at all. So how do we go about fixing this so it kind of makes sense? Would we do a subway? Would a subway make sense? Like, is that what I'm leaning towards? A subway yard. So this is like the train yard. This is where all the subways start and stuff like that. So I don't want to put this too far because it wouldn't make sense to put super far. Then again, I don't know where to put it. I just put it on this island. It needs a road. I mean, we could honestly... Would this be the worst thing? I don't know if this would be a bad thing. If it is, then you guys can yell at me later on in chat. In the comments. But... I'm tempted to just put this right here. We'll put this down for now and we'll play with it, okay? Because I don't really know what I'm doing with subways. So, oh, before we fix anything, I'm actually going to come over here and get a nice screenshot here for a thumbnail. Because that'd be nice. All right. Let's go with something like this because it shows a little bit more density. Shows 300 million people there. And then we'll screen this around like this to focus that as the middle. And then I will take a screenshot right here. And you're looking at the thumbnail right there. All right, back to what we were doing. Let's go look at our subway line. And how do subways work? I guess that's my question right now, right? Like, how do I fix this? Or maybe subways aren't the fix. Is there another fix that I'm not seeing here? Do we need more buses in the area? Do we need another bus line coming through the city? But another bus line here doesn't really make sense to me, if I'm being honest. Okay. So, overground subway station. We're definitely going to go with an underground subway station, because we don't really have the space for it. It'd be cool to have like an elevated track though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be pretty sick? Could we pull it off? Or would this just be stupid? No, I can't bring myself to doing that. We're not going to. Okay, we need to destroy a building here. We're going to get rid of anarchy. And we're going to destroy a building here. Why is this not... Oh, we need anarchy. Okay, hold on. We're going to destroy this building here, and I know it's kind of crazy to do that, but I need the space for this. We're going to go ahead and squeeze that there. And then we're going to get rid of the zoning here. And we'll make this like a little park area or something. And I think that'll be fine for the space. Can we move this probably over here? And I can squeeze in a little park here, do some pathing and things like that going all the way back there. But there we go. Okay, we have one stop there. And then I want to do another stop over here at this train, at this bus station. I feel like this is where a lot of the traffic is going. Obviously not putting it on top of the bus station. Where does this make sense to put? The angles would probably come this way anyway, so maybe right here would work. Because then it's right there next to the bus station, and I think I like that. So we'll go with something like this. And we're going to just destroy... I'm going to pause the game real quick. Pause the game. And then we're going to bring this to the right more, just to connect it to the bus there. And then we'll put another park here with some more path work, and I think it'll look like a decent area. Now we got to figure out how this actually works, because I have no idea how this works. Obviously there's two train lines going underneath, so I'm guessing I'm going to use these tracks, like the double subway tracks and things like that. So I assume we have to connect this whole thing up like we did with the trains. So let's go start looking at things like that, right? So we're going to go with a double subway track. And where am I? Why do I keep getting lost in my own city? It's because the city's kind of chaotic. To be honest. What are these for? I have no idea. These are like some weird tracks. I'm sure they have a purpose, but I'm gonna call them some weird tracks anyway. Anyways, this would be like our pass through, maybe. I have no idea. Let's how does this look? I mean, this is just like a maintenance depot. It doesn't really have to be like super ultra connected, right? So we're gonna make this as easy as possible on myself, because it'll be a good way to do this. We're also gonna look at our train line, because boats are going through this, and I don't want to see boats going through our through our bridge here. So we're gonna up this, or just probably tunnel that underground too, and that'll just kind of make more sense. Anyways, back to what we were doing before I get completely lost. We're gonna go ahead and get our complex perf tool. I'm gonna click once here, just take this down underground. How is this underwater? I mean, I get it's underwater, right? But like, isn't that gonna tunnel through? Why is that trying to go up? Why am I going this way? I guess that's the other question, right? Is why am I going that way to begin with? Let's flip this around a little bit, okay? Hold on, before we do that, let's fix this connection here. It's gonna bother me. And we're gonna just extend this road here. That'll fix that issue there. That'll be fine. So back to our tracks. We're gonna look at this, come up to 0 meters in the air for the height there. And we're gonna just take this. For now, we'll go straight there, okay? So we gotta make all of these connections first. So this one will go straight for a little bit, okay? Let's just use a single track here. Don't really need the double track. And we're gonna get one of the tracks. What is it? Two-way track? Maybe you don't need the two-way track. kind of track is that? What is this supposed to be? Is it just like a two-way thing? Like, which way do the trams come in? The trains come in? Okay. I guess it's up for me to decide then, right? One side they'll come in, one side they'll go out. And that's how that'll work. So my brain's trying to process here. If I'm being honest. So I think what we'll do is what if we do one going in, one going out? Wouldn't that work nicely? And this doesn't have to be anything. So this can just be a double. Right? So we'll put a double there. And then for now, we'll just do something like this. We'll get our complex curves here. Connect that to here. There we go. And then this will turn into a two-way here. Because then this right one will be an enter. This one will be one an enter. One will be this way. One will go this way. And that'll work. And then we'll have the double here. So then we can extend this double a little bit more. Then we can grab our complex curve tool again. Right? Turn this into here. Pull that into there. And then that works. And then we finally do. Why is this not working? How is that an invalid shape? Let's go ahead and fix that a little bit. I think it's because this track isn't long enough. We're gonna just go to extend this a little bit more. Something like this. We'll get a complex curve tool here. Extend it out a little bit, make a connection in, follow it all the way in. Now there should be enough room to just extend this thing super easily like that. Get a complex curve back in here. Said curve. All right. Complex curve back in here. Curve into this. Pull it out a little bit. And then there we go. That's connected like that. I think that's fine. I think. I have no idea. Looks like there's no weird connection issues there, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now and just see what happens. Okay, so here we gotta go underground, right? As quickly as possible, we gotta get underground. And sure. Then we're gonna bend this over. Okay. Can we lock this like insane? No, we can't. We'll come up a little bit then. 180, and we'll just follow this all the way through over here, which then will probably end up somewhere over here anyway. So 1.7% is not insane at all, and I think that's fine. We'll leave that there for now, but we're gonna go make some connections over here to get this rolling first. All right, so now we have this. We're gonna go underground, and that's obviously that's not underground at all, is it? How low are these train lines? Like, is this connected? Yeah, that's connected, right? So what I'm gonna do is just do a super easy connection all the way to that bus station. Something like this. There we go. Okay, we definitely don't want that coming out though. So let's destroy that. That's just because of the terrain changes, which is fine. 5.1 is not bad at all. 3.7 is not bad at all. Okay, that's connected now, right? So now I have, what's this? No vehicles, really? Don't we have a lot of extra vehicles? Just throw that in for now just so it can balance itself out, I guess. But that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so now we have that connection, right? We have this subway connection there. So I assume now I have to just connect this up here so this can actually be operational. So that's what we'll do real quick. Okay, so we'll connect to this, however low this thing is. Actually, I have no idea how low that is. Is that even connected? That is connected, I think. Maybe that's connected. I have no idea. How do you connect this stuff? Okay, that's a little too high. I assume right there is an actual connection. Okay, that looks like an actual connection. So we'll go 180 degrees. We'll start bringing this up a little bit to about -30, I think it was. Okay, so this will actually allow me to connect it. So what I'll do for now is I'll go straight, and then I'll grab this and curve it this way. Yeah, that didn't work out as planned, clearly. It's also a very sharp turn randomly. Let's try that one more time. Something like this. We'll curve it. Okay. Is that a connection? No, we're too low. That's what's happening here. Okay, we're a little too low. So we will bring this up. So we'll go in here, and then we'll come up 10 meters. And then this should connect now. There we go. That's a connection. And then we just need a secondary connection here. Just like that, we have a full connection. Oh, maybe not, except for this. How do we connect this up? I think it's the same thing. That's at -30 still, huh? Yep, it is. So then we'll bring this up to 20, connect that in there, make that connection a little smoother. And there we go. Now we have a working subway system, I think. We still don't have enough buses, really? Which bus line is demanding so many buses? I'm not understanding what's going on here. Bus line 7. Can I go look at the details for this thing? How many buses is it requiring? We should have enough buses. There we go. Buses are good now. Okay. So now I can go into here and create a subway line tool. Use our subway line tool. And we're going to grab... Okay, it's here, obviously. I was like, wait a second, that's not working. Okay, connect it to this first line here. And then this will go all the way to this one here. And then this will just go back to itself. And this will be a complete loop. Now, we have this, obviously. Is this going to actually be used at all? Or was this a completely waste of money? Or maybe I'm not doing something right. Also a huge possibility. I want to run the game and see if people start using it here shortly. Maybe it takes a minute. I have no idea. Subway, yeah. See, we obviously have a subway line going. There we go. People are starting to go into it. Okay, here we go. Actually, a lot of people starting to head down there. I think it's just because it's still getting started. So I'm going to let it keep flowing a bit longer. There we go. You can start seeing the number of people going into the subway starting to increase. I'm hoping as time flows, this giant colossal bubble here of people will go down. Maybe. I just don't know where a lot of these people are going is the hard part. Like, how do I figure that out? Where's the bus? Here's this bus. Right? Okay. So let me go look at this bus line. Where are people getting off, right? So if I just follow one of these buses. Okay, can I click on this bus, please? Click on this bus. I want to see where everybody's getting off. Okay, right now there is, what, 80 people in here? Is that how much there was? Okay, how do I actually go back to that screen? Right now there's 80 in here. Nobody could even get in the bus there because it was full. Goes to the bus station, and does everybody get off of here? Kind of hard to tell because that bus line is completely full too. All right, this bus is pulling in. I'm gonna go ahead and slow down time as it pulls in so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, which bus lane is yours? The second one. I don't think anyone's getting out. Yeah, a bunch of people just got out right there. A bunch. So now there's only 32 people on this bus. Which means almost everybody got out. Pretty much everybody got off at that bus station. So shouldn't this bus line start going down? That's definitely a smaller bubble. 144 passengers are waiting. How many people does this thing hold? 1,000 people. So this train here should be completely full. Now, can we click on that? Has 148 people. Let's follow it. I want to see how many people are at the other station. So if I click here, go to the other station, there's 40 passengers. So I think this might have solved that issue of people trying to get to and from the bus station. Because now everybody else is getting on the other buses after they get off of this bus station, which makes sense. That makes complete sense. We can slow down time a little bit now. But if we look at this bus station, we can already see the numbers starting to go down pretty quickly. Before this blob was bigger. That is for sure. I'm looking at the screenshot and it's a major difference. So we definitely solved that issue. And we did that by pretty much getting a subway system rolling, which I wasn't prepared for. So what's this? Is this for comfort? Yeah, well, we'll do some station services. Why not? What is this? Does this building appear somewhere? Okay, how do we make that fit? Can we move this slightly? Still connected, which is good. Now, can I click on this now and get the upgrades? No. I'm confused. How do I turn on anarchy? Is there like a command for anarchy? Hold on. Paradox mods. No, I think I can find it. If I go to options, would it be in here? Anarchy. Keybinds. Control A. That's how I turn that on, right? So Control A. So if I go in here and hit, can't do this now. Control A. Maybe not. Wow. Okay, I thought I'd be able to do that. That's all right. I'm not going to be worried about it. And I kind of want to do a little bit of decorating, and I think just having a small park here kind of would be fine. Not an actual small park, that's kind of big, but one of these other small parks. This would look nice, but I wish it would fit the area a bit better. I think that would actually be nice, because then we can put a path here in the middle. Something like this. Control A to turn on anarchy. Now that I know that keybind, I'm going to use it all the time. Okay, there we go. We got a little bit of a connection here. And is there any pathing going through these buildings? No, because there's no room for it at all. Okay, so this will just be like a nicer area back here or something, just for the park. We'll just let that path disappear in the back, just to give the illusion that it's being utilized for a specific reason. But just like that will be fine for me. And then we'll go through with just some basic trees and things like that. I think that'll be fine. So let's unselect the European trees. Where's that helicopter? That thing is like super loud. Where is it? Do you guys see the helicopter here? No, but it's very loud. It's gone now, I think. All right, we're gonna switch to the adult trees, and we're gonna just put a few in the area. I think it'll fill in pretty nicely. Do a birch here and a birch there. And I think that works pretty well. And we can just squeeze in a couple of these wild green bushes and things like that. Just a few small details like that, and I think it'll be fine. No, nothing too crazy. Sure. We'll do an outline of this area with some vegetation. I think that'll be fine. Can even get some cultivated bushes. Just like that, and I think that'll be good to go. Could obviously make a connection here from our path to this area, I think. Maybe that's connected now, I have no idea. That actually looks really bad. I'm gonna remove that. Let's get back up here, vegetation. That'll be fine. I think this area kind of turned out pretty nicely, and I kind of like it. Yeah, our bus line completely empty now, and I call it a successful endeavor there. All right, our population's at 55,000, which is really good. Let's take a look at our unemployment rate and see if that's kind of fixed itself. We're at a 3.6% 6% unemployment right now, which is fantastic. Before we were at a like 0.2%, which is horrible. Means our employers are not able to find employees. And look at that. Our budget went from making $20,000 to almost $50,000 an hour. And that's just a move in the right direction, and it's very, very good. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm really liking how this is turning out. Oh, there we go. Had a little bit of lag there for some reason. I think it was an autosave going through or something. I should turn those autosaves a little bit down. What are these businesses? Just 3 gas stations? I don't really want 3 gas stations over here. It doesn't really make sense. There's like 1 here, sure. But 3 feels a little off. Okay, so City Hall is a building that we haven't built yet, right? And it'd be a cool one to have down. So it's one that I want to get down, but I just don't know exactly where I would put it. Just looking through this, just to see what's in here. I don't really know what's in there. Anyways, let's go. I think it's in here, right? Where the City Hall building appears. Okay, so this is the City Hall. I think it looks pretty nice. So some people could, you know, not agree. That's okay. But there's a lot of cool, interesting buildings in here that we haven't even touched yet. There's more university. We don't even have a university yet. That's something that it would be awesome to start getting going soon. Yeah, lots of stuff for us still to do, so I'm super excited. All right, let's go back to the basic police and administrative services. And we already have City Hall unlocked. Having the bank would be a nice building too, huh? We have the points. I'm going to unlock it. I don't know if we'll place this down today, but I want to look at it. This central bank looks really nice. What does this do for us? Import costs come down. Export profits come up 5%. That's actually insane. Now, finding a good place for this is kind of very important because we don't want this to be somewhere ugly. And that doesn't really make sense. And I obviously want it somewhere in this general area. I just don't know of a good place for it. Or should we just bridge off and build it like its own island? Would that be realistic at all? I have no idea. I think it'd look pretty cool, if I'm being honest. How would that look? Ooh, the terrain there. We would be disrespecting the topography super, super badly. But I don't know if I'm against it. If I grab this height, right? And then I use that to terraform this island. All right. Flatten this area out, right? Or I don't want to change the shape of the island too much, but I want to circularize it or square it off a little bit. Circularize it. It's a crazy word. All right. And then if we grab our building, now it fits nicely on here, obviously, because we flattened all the roads. Where's the road connection even go on this thing? I have no idea. I think it would be on that side. So I put the building like that. Okay. All right. I keep saying all right because I'm trying to justify this in my own head, and I know it's not really working, so. But I still want to get away with it. Now, can I just draw this in without causing too many issues, or what's going to cause issues here? Elevation too low. It's because of this key wall, which I know that word now. Thank you, by the way, guys. We're going to remove that for now, right? We'll see if we can put it back in here. Actually, I wish I could Control Z to put it back real quick, but it's going to be all right. We'll go with something like this. And we're going to start increasing our height here. That's going to be an insane climb, so let's not do that. Can we do a 5 meter? 3.9% is not bad at all. Okay. We don't have boats coming through here, I don't think, right? No, we have no boats coming through here. So I could do this without feeling bad. And then we can grab our bridge and bridge across. This would be sick to have. Why does that not work? We're gonna turn on anarchy because I want this to work. And I'm gonna put this up even more. Try to get this as flat as possible. Something to there, maybe. But I want this as straight as possible for there. So something like that. And then we'll just grab our regular road here. And we'll finish off the connection through here. Bring this down to 0 meters. 5%. It's not horrible. We'll keep the 5%. And I want to put this like in front of a roundabout, kind of. And I don't really know how to explain what I mean. But I want to build a giant roundabout. I guess that's what I'm saying. So I guess it does make sense what I'm saying, right? So something like this. Okay. Should probably remove anarchy when I do this. Because I don't want it to break the laws of physics here. Something like this. And I didn't turn off anarchy again. Turn off anarchy. There we go. And I want to get a roundabout here. Now, I wish these nodes weren't so far apart. But if I just move it myself, I think it'll work. So if I do... I wish I could place the roundabout wherever I wanted. That would be cool. Okay, how big is this roundabout? Maybe like this? Would this fit here now? It does. Okay. We have a roundabout in here now. Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't have done that. Because now I just lost the roundabout. Let's try that one more time. I think bringing it down even further kind of makes a little bit more sense than what I had there anyway. I'm okay with that going away. And then we're going to put a roundabout in here. Okay. And then we'll keep that road there for now because it's going to destroy the roundabout, and I almost did that again. Now, can this work? It's not how I want that, though. This is going to move the entire roundabout. That's not what I want. Okay, this might not work. Okay, this isn't going to work the way I wanted it to work. So we're going to back this up and then just do a straight connection road here. Just so it serves as the actual connector. And then we'll get this as central as possible. So I think the way we'll do that is we'll turn off snapping and go with something like this. And then we'll stop here. We'll add our roundabout because I still want that roundabout in because I think it looks really nice. And then we'll just connect this road up by turning on snapping again. We'll get our complex curve tool. Let's turn off anarchy because we don't need anarchy for this. Okay, there we go. Now we have this connection, which connects this whole area together, which is really fantastic. But we're obviously not done with this area because this is going to be a plain city hall here. And I really like the natural vegetation that's already here, so I'm not going to mess with the vegetation too much. I think it does itself justice by leaving it alone. Are we going to have power and water issues here, though? I don't think it'll be too extreme. Okay, we have this. Just drag this over. I used the anarchy to build that, so it's going to be kind of broken, so we'll just put in our own pipes. And that'll be good to go, I think. Can we double check? Ah. Okay, there we go. It's the weirdest connection ever, but it works, so it's all right. And we're going to get two of our tiny parking lots. I don't know why I struggled with that. Maybe the modest one works a little bit better. How do these look? I actually like those. And then we're gonna decorate this area just a little bit, just with some more vegetation. Nothing insane, just like that, just to fill in the area a little bit, cover it up a bit more, and then to make the area seem. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have to. Oh, that's so sick. Why would you not have these upgrades? What do these even do? City planners to lower the cost of improving zoned buildings. 5% building leveling cost citywide. 5% crime rate. Oh my gosh. So these are super important. Why didn't I have this building in here before? Feels like it's something I should have had. That's crazy. Okay. I want to look at a little bit of a park. Ooh, maybe a landmark would be kind of cool here, huh? Maybe. The National Diet Building looks kind of cool. How much is this building? $5.6 million. Yeah, we're definitely not getting that. I want something across from this that would kind of be a dignified place. You know what I mean? Can I build something like this? See, okay, definitely not doing that, but I want a straight road. So yeah, that does what I want it to do, which is really good. And then we'll just do the same thing we did on that side. Something like this, something like that. Oh. Because this will allow us to actually build something on this road here and keep it central. National Gallery of Art is obviously too big to put here. Anything that's, ooh, are we gonna do this? Observation tower is a little extreme, but this I can see working. No, we're not doing any of that. I think a nice multi-purpose park would be nice. Maybe that, or ooh, this hedge park is kind of nice too. Yeah, we'll go with the hedge park. But I want to fix this up because this is obviously like very crooked. I don't like that at all. So we're gonna get rid of this. And this road is straight compared to that road, but it's like the crossroad we had here was very off compared to everything else, and then that was kind of breaking my immersion a little bit there. There we go. Now we can move this, connect this back up to there. I think that'll be fine. Is there a way to get rid of those roads there? I think if we put a path here, right? Just something super simple like that. Will this allow me to just gonna destroy the entire road? Okay, so let's try something else. We're gonna go. Yeah, we'll use anarchy for this. Something like that. And something like this. Because then we can destroy these snippets, destroy these bends, and just like that. That's why I want that. That'll be a little bit nicer. And then we're gonna go into our parking lots, and you're gonna get our modest parking. We'll probably go with our small ones because the tiny ones, the modest ones, don't really fit there. There we go. And we're gonna use Move It to really connect this up to make it feel a little bit nicer. This doesn't really feel nice right now. There we go. Perfect. I like how that looks. I don't know how much use this park is gonna get, and stuff like that. It'd be cool if it got some use. You know, people came over here just for the park and things like that. I have no idea how that would work. But nonetheless, it's super cool to have the city hall here. I will say that. I don't know how to get like density over here though. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We might have to move this back into the city. Because I don't know if anybody's gonna actually come visit this place. But if it's working, then it's working, right? I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'll allow this to stay here for now. We might have to move this over to, what's this vehicle? This is a park maintenance depot vehicle. Mail vehicle. Yeah, we don't really have any actual traffic heading this way. I really like how that bridge looks though. Which I know isn't the whole point of this place. But I'm not too upset. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. Flatten that curve. Yeah, this feels nice. I really like this bridge. Anyway, I like how this area turned out, so I'm gonna leave it. If you guys have something better I should do with it, then let me know, because I'm totally open to moving it back to the city, because I feel like it's not going to make sense where it is. But I like the benefits that it gave us, because if we look at our crime rate, it should be a lot lower than it was before. Number of crimes per month is only 1. That's crazy. Crime rate success rate is 100% though. Why is that so high? But it's only a 1 crime per month, and if it's 100% success rate at 1 crime per month, we're doing a pretty good job. I said we just leave it. And I think we'll be good with that. That's for sure anyway. Hopefully. Okay. All right. Last thing I have in mind to fix is one thing that was recommended by a bunch of you. One person of you. Someone in comments. I completely forgot your name and I'm sorry, but you know who you are. Is moving this train track down below underground, because right now all of our ships are just running into this. And the game allows it to be, but it kind of ruins your realism there when you're looking at boats drive through your train tracks. So we're going to move this underground. That'll just be a better way to do this, I think, as recommended. So yeah, we'll just do that real quick. And it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I don't think. I hope not. If this is a pain, then I'm going to put it back and just tell you to cry about it. I'm kidding, imagine. Something like this, sure. And then get our train tracks, roads, nope, trains, get our double train tracks, and grab this. And can we take this underground ASAP? That's definitely not like that. Okay, let's let's back this whole thing up a little bit. Okay. And then we obviously got to bring the tracks in that direction. So let's bring this back up to road level. Something like this. Right? And then we'll go underground immediately right there. Okay, we'll turn off anarchy because anarchy is going to tell me things are working when they're not working. Curve too tight. Makes sense. This works without anarchy, so we'll do that. And then we'll grab a secondary connection here. Obviously got to come up to the surface, take it underground to -20 because that's how I had this one, and then connect that up at least to there. And now we can bring this down. This is insane, right? Yeah, that would be insane. Pull off. Would it though? This is buildable. That's a 20% grade. That's kind of insane. So I think what we'll do is we'll curve it this way, and then we'll take it underground here, and then we'll take it across. And I think that might work. Or that might work a little bit better. Let's go under and destroy all of this, just like that. And we'll go with something like this, right? We're not going to overcomplicate this. Just like that. Take it off in that direction. And for now, we'll leave it there. And then we'll grab from here, bring that around that way, make that connection so that's still connected. And then from here, we'll take this underground. And we'll take this down as far as we can. I think 40 meters negative might make sense. 8%, it's kind of insane. We'll go up one, maybe up two. Take this to -20. And a 5% grade. Not the best, but it's not the worst. And then we'll go down even further as we go through here. Ooh. Can we go? We can. Okay. Got a connection through here. Now we got to get back up to sea level, obviously. I mean, back up to land. And we got to do that in a natural feeling way for the most part. 7.5% is kind of extreme. I don't know if I like that. Okay, we're going to hit land. That's a 5. That's 5% there. I'm okay with 5% there. And can we get this up here without going too extreme? 8%. Okay, hold on. Do this a little bit differently. We're gonna get to land first. Right, we'll get to land first. -50. This feels wrong doing this, but Okay. We're gonna get rid of a lot of this track. And honestly, just staying underground probably makes sense. I know it's not the most attractive thing in the world, but I think it's gonna be the cheapest thing to do. Well, maybe not cheapest, but at least less insane than what I'm doing recently. Can we go down here? Delete a bunch of this track, right? Maybe just snake under the farm instead. Going all the way around, like I was trying to do. I think that'd be a slightly better solution, because then we don't have to go into this highway. It was causing a lot of issues already. So we go back one more. We can. Then we'll go under. Okay. Okay. And we'll just follow this. How is this underwater? Is that boat? We'll line this up to that road a little bit. We'll start bringing it back up. There we go. Was there a better way of doing this? Abso-freaking-lutely there was. But was I gonna figure it out? Probably not. So that was a lot of spaghetti, but I think it's okay. Functionality over looking pretty. Wow, this is already back. This is crazy. Like, can I click on a random passenger? Where are they going? He's going to Grinder Rock, the industrial zone. So he's taking the bus to this area. If I add another subway station to this area, it could service this area here and hopefully bring down that insane usage of that bus line, right? Because everybody's clearly trying to come to the subway. Well, at least that guy is. But he's taking a bus to get to a bus to get to here. So I think if we make the trip a little bit easier on him, maybe he'll just take the subway, right? I hope so anyway. Where's my train line? Way over here. We'll take this through here. We'll curve it this way. And we'll curve into here. Make this connection there, all right? And then, all right, and then we're gonna start a second train line. Nope, from here all the way to here. Right, so then we have a train going back and forth to each, so people don't have to wait for the train from going all the way in a giant loop. They just wait for the one train that goes in the direction that they want to go. I think that works a little bit better. It might not, but we'll tell them to do it. So I want to see if this can fix a little bit of that usage problem, maybe? Maybe people would be more willing to take the subway now? I have no idea. We kind of have to let the game run to really see if it's actually going to make any difference. And as of right now, there's obviously no difference. But maybe having the split line is what's causing the issue now. Maybe people don't want to take two trains. Maybe having just one train they could get on. I think we'll switch it to one train line. Let's go to view details. We're going to get rid of this line. Yes. And we're going to go back into our subway line here. Get rid of this one. Yes. And then we're going to make just one line that goes from the city to that bus station to the industry zone. Maybe this will work. I have no idea. But I need ways of mitigating that bus usage. That kind of works, because right now this isn't really working. There we go. It's gonna hit that place, and then on its way back, right? On its way back, it's gonna hit this again, right? It's gonna hit that subway station all the way back. Now it's gonna stop. Well, I guess stopping on the same stop would kind of make more sense, probably. We'll just stop it there. Add a new waypoint. Okay, so that's how you add that, I guess. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, select this. Hold on. Okay, select that. Right, create a new route starting here. Then you're gonna go all the way to our industry. And then you're gonna go back this bus station. This would complete the route. We don't want that, so we would add. Can we add another stop here? It's not gonna work, is it? Okay. It's because I'm doing this backwards. Hold on. So we'll start the route here. Okay, we'll start the route there. Then we'll go to the bus station. We'll hit the industry zone. Then we will go back to the bus station. Hit it a second time. And then we're gonna end the loop back at this place here. And maybe that'll do something. I have no idea if this is gonna do anything at all. That's 2 trains not doing this, so maybe that'll at least fix some of the usage here, because this is insane. Like, everybody walking through here, nobody's like coming out to the other side. They're all just stopping here. So I'm hoping having this new train station, or this subway station underground, can help a lot of this utilization issue. Hopefully. I'm gonna sit here and watch this for a few minutes, all right? So see you in a couple seconds. Okay, so it looked like putting in that new subway line that takes them all the way to the industry brought the utilization to this up significantly. There's a lot of people always waiting here. A lot of people coming out of this thing. Only a few stop at this bus, but now the buses aren't extremely full, so they're able to get on the buses and actually go to where they need to go. And the bus stop's not getting insanely full. But there's also an insane amount of foot traffic here. And this is just crazy to witness. It looks like these parks are getting high utilization, at least. Which I guess is a plus of this, I guess, right? I don't know. I think we definitely made a difference in their lives by having at least a subway system that could get them to different places and things like that. But I think we're in a good place to call it quits here. So thank you so much for joining me. We got a lot of wonderful things done. The last thing I want to do this episode is, if you're still here, I guess you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek as to what I'm planning, right? I'm going to go right over here. And I'm going to go to... Is this one over here? No, it's not this one over here. It's actually this one over here I wanted to go to. And I'm going to go to this station here. And I'm going to click on this. And we're going to rename this to Green Acres County. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say there for now. But thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you probably tomorrow. So until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.